Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of my pattern paper series. Today we're going to be using two different types of, two different pieces of pattern paper from two different collections. This is the Bonjour Paris. It is from the Love from Lizi shop, and I will include links below. And this little paper pack is the Tropical Paradise, which is one of my favorites for that reason. Hello, the bird. So both of these you can find in the Love from Lizi shop. They are still available, and if you purchase her monthly kit, purchase this and she'll throw it in your kit so you save on shipping. So here I am just pulling out some pieces that I may use. I'm going for the smaller prints because the larger prints, you're not going to be able to tell what it is once I cut it out. So I just picked some of the paper I use. I originally was going to make 6 cards, but my plan didn't go like I wanted it to, so I ended up just making 2. So the next thing you'll need are some nesting dies. So I had this scallop rectangle, the circle, and the star. I ended up not using the star. That was a nightmare. So I am here taking each die from this scalloped rectangle die and just cutting out the paper. And then I do the same thing with the circle later on. So here are my rectangles, and I go ahead and snip corner to corner on each one and kind of place it where I want it. This idea I got from Catherine Pooler almost a year ago. It was one of the first kind of card, little pattern paper piecing type of thing, whatever I'm trying to say, that I had tried. It was when I was first starting card making, and she was a lot of inspiration for me. So I thought this would be a lot of fun to kind of bring it back and show you how you can use your pattern paper and your dies. This is a great way, obviously, to get rid of scraps as well. So here are the circles, and I do the same. Well, this I do a little bit differently. I go ahead and place the circles. I don't cut them. Place them how I want them. That way I knew that they would fit properly. So I kind of do that. Then I lift the whole thing up and add a glue, and then I'll adhere it down. And then any overhang I will, once I get the glue out, I will trim it off. So all that right there, I trim off and then put to the other side. Now I was being lazy and I didn't want to use more paper to keep cutting out the circles. If you wanted to get really creative and crazy with this, you could use different color paper. You could cut several sheets, different patterns, and it would look beautiful. Mine are very simple, just for the sake of the video, so you could get an idea. I think you can create some gorgeous designs using your dies like this. This stamp set is Sugar Pea Design Enchanted Garden, and I'm just using the thank you sentiment. And then here is a Sizzix, I think. Just decorative frame die I purchased at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And I go ahead and cut my sentiment out using that. And then I go ahead and adhere it on my pieces of paper I used. I don't have a larger die that was the border of my sentiment, so I just end up fussy cutting a border around the sentiment and go ahead and pop up each one of those on some foam tape and adhere that down. So like I said, these cards are very simple. To give them a little something, I did add some iridescent sequins. You know, if this is something you're interested in, try it out with various different pieces of pattern paper. Do a background. That would be nice over the white background of just my card base. If you want to keep things simple, this is great. Not every card has to be fancy. And I would like to create cards where you guys could recreate them instead of using all these supplies that you may not have, and you know, you can't do anything with the card if you want to make it for yourself. So they are, fairly simple, like I've said about 1,000 times. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I have 2 more days of the series. I'm really looking forward to next week. That'll be exciting, so you'll have to stay tuned to find out what that is. Also, if you have not checked out my D-Stash video, please go check it out. I have a few items still left, and I actually marked them down, what's left. I marked down 10%. And then if you use coupon code YouTube, you get an additional 10% off. So I'm probably going to leave them up for the items up for a few more days, then take them down. I don't really like them being on Etsy since Etsy's more for homemade, handmade items, and my D-Stash items aren't handmade. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.